Okay, we're going to do exponential equations part 2. These are the harder ones. First step is to get the exponential parts isolated. Then we will log both sides, and then we'll go from there. So this particular example, the exponential part, which is the 2, is isolated. So now we're going to log both sides. And it doesn't matter what you log. I'm going to log base 10. You could do log base 10. You could do natural log. Technically, you could do log base 2 on both sides. But just for simplicity's sake, we're going to do log base 10. So I'm going to log both sides. And using that property, I'm going to move the x to the front. So let me write down what I've done. So isolated already. And so step 2, we log both sides. And then step 3, I'm going to move the x to the front. And I'm going to have x log of 2 equal log of 7. And now I can solve. I can solve for x by dividing both sides by log 2. So I divide both sides by log 2. That cancels. I'm left with x. And then this log 7 over log 2, I'm going to put in my calculator and I'm going to get an approximation. And be very careful. Make sure that you can get this decimal in your calculator, or else you may be doing something wrong in the way you type it in. But you get 2.807. This is an equation, so you can check your answer. You don't have to, but you can check. Just do 2 to the 2.807. And since that's an approximate answer, you're going to get approximately 7. You'd have to type in the whole long decimal to get 7. Okay, so we need to do these exponential equations. We're going to log both sides. We're going to natural log both sides. It technically doesn't matter, but we're going to natural log both sides. And that allows the exponent to get moved to the front as a multiplier. And then, in this particular problem, I can divide both sides by the natural log of 5. And that gives me x plus 3 equals a decimal. I'm going to use my calculator to get that decimal. It's natural log of 3, close the parentheses, divided by natural log of 5. And so this decimal is 0.6826. And then I've got to solve for x. So I'm going to subtract 3 on both sides. And I get negative 2.317, and it rounds to 4. And so that is my official answer. The next one over here, I've got to get the 6 gone. The exponent part is not isolated. So my first step on this one's a little different. I'm going to divide both sides by 6. And that's going to give me that problem. And then I'm going to take the log of both sides. All right, and again, just like before, this gets to come down front. But what's different on this one is that ln e, or natural log e, is equal to 1. Natural log e is equal to 1. And so this is really gone. It's really times 1. And so I don't have to divide on this one. It's just negative 5x is equal to the natural log of 8 because ln e is 1. So some people say it cancels out, however you want to look at it. It's not there, and that doesn't look like an x, so let me fix that. But that ln e is 1. Natural log of e is 1. And so now to find out what x is, all I have to do is just divide both sides by negative 5. Now this is a fraction, a decimal to the natural log of 8, and close your parentheses. Then hit divide 5. And you're going to get this decimal, 415, and it's going to round to 9.